Politricks watch. This is Sir B. Now, today I'm going to be talking about a community that is known for being troubled at times when it comes on to violence. I'm talking about Waterhouse. And, as often the case, one of your favorite DJ them heavily involved in the madness. Now, recently, you might have seen an article in the newspaper mentioning that a young man by the name of Andre Douglas lost his life. Argument go on, football match, man and man start to fight. Originally, Douglas was not in the fight, but he got involved. Some man never like that, him end up get stabbed and killed. So, due to lose him life, Andre Douglas, in the stabbing, he's not known as no 87 per se. Right? It's not like say he's known in the streets as no bad man or no killer. But which part him come from, who him par with, they are known as 87s and they are known as steppers. So them decide say they might retaliate. People instantly start fret once them hear say him actually lose him life. And the same Cuba is the place where your favorite artist now has a whole heap of strength. You might be thinking to yourself, but normally when I hear about Shaney, me hear about Mobile. Well, him did a Mobile too. Flankers to be specific. A matter of fact, Rebel side to be even more specific. A long time Shaney involved in the badness. Now people from Mobile, people from Flanker can tell you all about Shaney. Yes, he is an entertainer. Yes, him actually makes song. But in a real life, them you tell the things. Known violence producer, known troublemaker. Anywhere this you go, crash is fall back on him. But it wasn't enough, some help mash up Flankers. Now he look like he's on a new journey. To help bring Waterhouse back to the dark days when time they were constantly in the news. Now he's not the Don of Cuba, and like say him run in a community. But by the time him start power back on the corner now, link back with the man them, because of his clout as a DJ, it fast track him in the system as so it go. Once you're a DJ, youth are going to want their own you, because there are certain perks to being a DJ. You can go certain events, you know certain people, so they use them who they run you, even if they are bad long before you, and they are known as quote unquote bigger bad man than you. The fact say you're on the radio, the fact say you're being interviewed by the TV stations, that give you a certain boost. That is why you notice many of your favorite artists come from certain communities and them wasn't an era leader until them turn artists. Enough of them never have no talk until them turn artists, because the clout and the money give them an edge over the youth them who even do things long before them. But Shaney has been involved in the madness for a long time. So, as you can see on your screen, that's the youth who gets stabbed in a music video with Shaney. This music video, as is often the case with Shaney and many of your favorite artists, is man a talk about how wicked them is and who them kill and the boy can diss them. Now of course your favorite scholars will tell you say, these are just words, it's just art. But when it comes on to artists like Shaney, them man actually tell you what them do daytime and nighttime. Them man actually document their activities and I put them in a song. So the 87s them affiliated with Cuba and Shaney decide say them a carry out the retaliation. Set off on their mission, them a drive around in a pro box. They initially shoot up a group of men. Last time I heard, it looked like they're going to survive, all of them injured. But it didn't stop this one. It looked like they were not satisfied. Them continue to move to another location where them buck up in a young man. 19 years old. This young man's name is Alton Hafiden. This young man was on his way to work. Do you know what his work is? A windshield cleaner. He normally operate near Devon House, Hope Road, Trafalgar Road, that intersection right there, so that's where people can often find him, wiping windscreen. The man them shot the youth and kill him. Him run off, obviously panicking, him don't know what happened, him don't do nobody nothing. Him eventually drop on a place they call Red Bridge in a Waterhouse. People who know the community familiar with that bridge, and they say him could drop. This youth had nothing to do with what happened to Douglas. This youth no have nothing to do with Shaney and Cuba and the gang war. But purely because him happen if you walk through the community where them decide them are gonna attack, them kill the youth. This was a trying ghetto youth, windscreen wiper, you know the type of individual where many of your favorite activists, your favorite celebs claim say them love and support so much. This is the type of youth where when them lose them life in a circumstances like this, Jamaicans need to say this is unacceptable. But not even one day story. Gone and forgotten. That's the unfortunate reality. Cut down because him just so happen to walk past the moment the car a driver look round with people for shot. Your favorite DJ 87's him. Now of course, him fans are gonna tell you say, this entire video is motivated by Batman. I wish I was Shaney. I wish I could get the clout and the whole heap of girls them where him have. But understand say, in a Waterhouse, people are upset. People are upset because man like Shaney use them influence and them clout to rain down death and destruction upon the community. Of course, it's not like Cuba never have no badness on the 87s until Shaney turn up, but him can do something one of the man them can do, which is import the 87s in the community because him already have the mobile link, and from him that mobile, him did have whole heap of talk over flankers at one point, rebel side. Him did have whole heap of 87s where him could just call up on to carry out certain things. Him and some of them and they fall out, but obviously not all of them. That addition of the outer town 87s make the situation get very ugly, and residents are extremely nervous. 19 years old, windscreen wiper. Me and mother talk on the race, she put on a little pot. You know it got morning time. And by the time she did it, people come tell her say, her son dead. He dead on the bridge. Oh, son fi dead. Him on the 87s. Him on a bad man. Oh, windscreen wiper fi get gun now. Well, guess what? In a bad man place, you don't need to be a 87. Matter of fact, when 87s are driving and look people for shot, them are look for people who are easy target. And somebody like Alton is an easy target. What's a 19-year-old windscreen wiper gonna do against a KlLLED 87s? A sitting duck. Shut up the youth. Purely because of the location he come from. So now, I'm going to show you the politics of Badman Place. And why this situation, right, this escalation, is making things at the brink of explosion. When 87s invade the next turf, shut up one group of man and then go kill one next youth, the 87s them will live in that community. According to Badman principle, them have to go defend it. It's not right, but Badman principle say if man running in your place and kill man, you have to go defend it. So now honestly say the war can't done. Because when them go strike back now, and let's say them go kill somebody, Cuba side, then the same principle say retaliation have to go on. And then it's a never ending game of death and destruction. You would think say the initial death and destruction and the misery and the pain make people say, no man, this can't go on no further. Too much people are ball, too much father ball, too much mother ball. No, it actually make people say, Smaddy, after dead back, a matter of fact, we want back 5 people for that money. Then they hear say, we want back 10 people for that money. It's just unfortunate. So these 87s are drag people in them war when I have nothing to do with it. You see, if it was just COBs who were dying, casualty of badness, then you could have said, well, man pick and choose them life and them are live by the decisions, or dead by the decisions. But as you can see, many times in a bad man place, the people them who are dead are not bad man. The people them who are dead just so happen they go shop that day and walk past the wrong man. Them just so happen to walk on the road the day when time Scott and Crab them decide say them are gonna make back a duppy. And them say, oh, see him there? Him come from Jerusalem. See him there? Him come from Chadiga Park. See him there? Him come from St. John's Road. That's all it take for dead. But let's be honest, yes, son. We know so the public don't really care about people like Alton Happerden. A matter of fact, even though Shane is playing a major part in this gang war, if him for lose him life, then you would see an outpouring on social media. R.I.P. bro, can't believe it. All the man take out the man them so. Last week I listened to him song, you know, a good youth. He was just an entertainer. No, he wasn't just an entertainer. But I realize that only pity is reserved for the people who have the biggest name and the biggest clout. Deejay, who are fun gang war and I make people dead. The people who him kill, even if them are just random windscreen rifles, who no business. But make the Deejay dead, it'll never hear the end of it. All of a sudden, crime is a problem. It's not a problem when him a kill people, but if he was to get killed, social media comment section won't have enough space. And we must all pretend like we don't know how this happened. That's the reality. And that's one of the things them for make your favorite artists them continue to live them kind of lifestyle, because them know say them have something on them side to give them the upper hand. And that is a large fan base. That is a pool of people who are on standby to say left him alone. Yes, and him alone run like the trouble. But his ability, he can import man as him feel like. Bring in some links from the app from mobile and add it on top of the water situation, make things extremely volatile for the community. Now for the man them, they only know lane badness. Man over yasso versus man over yasso. People know say him 87, so if him a walk anywhere near the next community, people know say take away yourself. But the new star man them a Shaney bring in, residents don't know them, residents don't know who to trust. But your favorite artist still, like I say, it work out. Anyway, Ultra Squad, big up on yourself. Yeah, you don't know, more life. Ultra Squad, see you circling. Bless.